The reason that Tears of the Kingdom was so much less impactful to me than Breath of the Wild is because Breath of the Wild was the first game in the entire series to do the game the way that it did, right? It was the first truly open world one in a series that has always been working towards open world, but hadn't yet been able to achieve it. It had new mechanics, it had a brand new story that at the time looked like it was building up to something pretty grand, right? Like it was one of those classic, I've lost my memory, I don't know what's going on type stories, and it's a series that's really good at writing good stories, and up to this point has given us amazing dungeons, amazing action, great bosses, great mini bosses, cool items, cool characters, the whole 9 yards. And so we have this new engine, this new art style, and this new story that we have to unravel, and this gigantic map to traverse on foot, on horseback, whatever. And it was just new. It was new for us. This is not something Zelda players ever had, not on this scale. Whereas Tears of the Kingdom is more of the same to me. Like, it's not that Tears of the Kingdom is bad. It's just that it's not revolutionary. It's not worth an award. It's not anything new. It's the same map. And I mean, sure, they took some liberties and changed some stuff up, and they added the depths, and they added the sky and all, and that's great, truly. But the depths could have had so much more going on in it. It had the beginnings of what looked like true Yiga lore, but that just never panned out to anything at all. The sky could have been so much more than what it was. At most, it was hard, and at least it was totally, if I didn't have to go up there, I wouldn't. They gave us more Koroks to find, which is like, okay, but y'all did that last game. The Koroks could have had something different entirely. There was just too much. And then the story was lazy. I will say what I said. The story was lazy. You took characters and names that are traditional in a Zelda series and then did nothing with them, right? You can't, at the beginning of the game, have Ganondorf name somebody Rauru, and then Rauru is some random lizard mother who is apparently the original king of Hyrule, but they don't expand on that worth of shit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool, you've got the Zonai. Where did they come from? Where did they go? Where the did they come from, Cotton Eye Joe? I don't know, and they're not going to tell you. It's just he fell in love with a Hylian lady. Okay, and then what? How does this tie into Skyward Sword? How does this tie into this amazing, if not convoluted ass timeline you've had us build and beat into our heads for decades at this point? Tears of the Kingdom story had more holes than it did answers, and I left pissed off that I paid $70 for this game. It's not fun. And it saddens me to say that, because Zelda's my favorite series, and the rest of them have replayability, and this one doesn't. Like, I haven't 100% it yet. Y'all know me. I be playing Zelda games. I can't do it. I can't do it. And it sucks, because to sit here and hear that the developers want to go in this direction forward, it's lazy when y'all have done so much more with so much less. Y'all were given a year to make what to me is the best in the franchise, Majora's Mask. Y'all were given a year. Y'all made Majora's Mask out of spite because you didn't want to do that like follow-up to Ocarina of Time. But you took 7, 8, however many the hell years, took your sweet ass time, and this is what we got out of it. Like, I'm embarrassed. So that's how I feel. I will step down off my soapbox. That's what I got.